Hi folks, I'm Bob Strachan. I'm a Principal Solutions Architect here at AWS, and today I'm going to show you a demo of Amazon Transcribe, specifically a feature called Custom Vocabulary. Amazon Transcribe is an automatic speech recognition service that can be used when you have audio and video that contain speech that you want to convert to text. It supports over 30 languages. It supports batch, where you transcribe pre-recorded files, or real-time, where the audio stream is transcribed as it's being produced. If your speech has domain-specific terms like proper names, brand names, or technical jargon, then you'll want to use the Custom Vocabulary feature. This feature can help you enhance transcription accuracy by addressing these custom terms using a list of specific words or phrases that you want Transcribe to recognize. In the demo, I'll customize Transcribe to recognize skateboarding trick names that I saw during the Tokyo Olympics by creating two types of custom vocabulary, supporting both custom pronunciation and custom display. So let's dive straight into the demo. So I've logged into my AWS account and I've opened up Amazon Transcribe in my browser. I've selected the real-time transcription tool here from the menu on the top left, and we'll do some live streaming to see how well the transcription works. I've enjoyed some of the new Olympic sports this year, especially skateboarding. The tricks performed by the skateboarders have some interesting names. There's the ollie, where the skater somehow manages to leap into the air on their skateboard and land again without their feet ever leaving the board. Variations on the ollie include the frontside 180 ollie, or the frontside 360 ollie, and there's also the nollie, where the jump starts from the nose of the board. So taking a look at the transcription output, it looks like Transcribe did pretty well. The first sentence looks right. In fact, it looks like most of this is correct, even with my accent, except for the names of the skateboard tricks. It's got ollie wrong there, that should be O-L-L-I-E. And the same thing with the variations on the ollie. These are examples of domain-specific vocabulary. These are words that Transcribe is not familiar with. So we're going to teach Transcribe how to accurately recognize these words using custom vocabulary. Transcribe gives us two ways to define custom vocabularies. We can use a list or we can use a table. It's a little bit easier to use a list, so we'll start by using that approach. So here I've created a text file on my computer with a list of the skateboarding tricks that I want to teach Transcribe to recognize. I separate the words in the phrases using a dash, and we spell out the numbers. The Transcribe documentation explains how to create these list format files. So I'm going to save that as a file in my computer, and we'll create a custom vocabulary in the Transcribe console. So we select custom vocabulary on the left, create vocabulary. We give it a name. We'll stick with English US. We're going to do file upload for the list format. So we'll choose our file, CV list, click open and click create vocabulary. It takes a couple of minutes to create, so I'll pause the video and come back when it's done. Alright, our custom vocabulary is now ready. So let's go back to real-time transcription. We'll go down to additional settings, we'll enable custom vocabulary, and we'll select our custom vocabulary. Now we're ready to start streaming. I've enjoyed some of the new Olympic sports this year, especially skateboarding. The skateboarding tricks have some interesting names. There's the ollie, where the skateboarder somehow manages to leap into the air on their skateboard and land again without their feet ever leaving the board. Variations on the ollie include the frontside 180 ollie or the frontside 360 ollie, and there's also the nollie, where the jump starts from the nose of the board. Other tricks include the salad grind, the stale fish, and the caballerial, named after its inventor. They're all fascinating to watch. So let's take a look at our transcription output to see how we did. With our custom vocabulary, Transcribe now recognizes the ollie. The variations on the ollie, big improvement over our previous transcription. Although I think with our next iteration we'll use the table format custom vocabulary to further refine the output that we see in the transcription for these trick names, and we'll also teach it how to recognize the additional trick names that I added in the final paragraph. So let's take a look at the text file we're building here for the table format. The first row is a header row that tells us what each column is. The first column is the phrase. The second column is IPA, which stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. This is an optional field that allows you to map sounds to the transcription output that you want. Or you can use the sounds like column. If you use one, you can't use the other, but the sounds like allows you just to spell out what the incoming sound is like, and then the final column is the display as. This is the word or the phrase that you want to appear in your transcription. So let's go ahead and create a custom vocabulary using the table format that we have here. So the file we just created needs to be in an S3 bucket so that we can create a table format custom vocabulary. So I've done that here. I created a bucket, I uploaded my file. We'll just copy the S3 location. Go back to Transcribe, Custom Vocabulary, Create Vocabulary. This time we'll call it CV Table. We'll do the S3 location for the table format, and we'll paste in the location to our table from the S3 bucket. Create Vocabulary, and again it takes a couple of minutes, so we'll come back when it's ready. And now it's ready, so we'll go back to Transcription. We'll set it to use our new custom vocabulary, CV Table. Variations on the ollie include the front side 180 ollie or the front side 360 ollie, and there's also the nollie where the jump starts from the nose of the board. Other tricks include the salad grind, the stale fish, and the caballerial, named after its inventor. They are all fascinating to watch. So using custom vocabulary, we've just taught Transcribe how to understand skateboarding vernacular. And of course you can use the same technique to teach you any domain-specific set of terminologies. And of course you can use custom vocabularies with batch transcription jobs as well as real-time transcription. Here's one that I had set up earlier. I had pre-recorded my audio as an MP3 file. I specified that I wanted to use the same custom vocabulary that we just used for our real-time transcription, the CV table. And you can see that it understands the skateboarding vernacular here in the transcription output. And that's it, folks. I hope you found this useful. You can check out the blog here for more information, and I'll see you next time.